Well, I was worried at half. I thought we played better. I thought we played well in the first half and didn't. I thought we should have been up double digits. I was really pretty concerned at half. But I thought it was a big stretch to start the second half where we got some stops and were able to get the lead to double digits before they were able to get it down. I thought that was critical. I thought we should have been up quite a bit more at half than we were. So I was pretty worried. Jordan Burgess was huge for us. It's what happens when you keep working. You work yourself out of slumps, and you make things happen. You got to make it happen. Nobody's going to make it happen. Nobody's going to do it for you. And he gets in there every morning, 6:30, 7 a.m., works out, shoots, stays after practice and shoots. And when you do that, good things happen. So I was very, 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 very proud of him. And I thought our defense was a little bit better in the second half. We didn't give up 40 points, so that was good. But I thought our defense was improved. But we still got to play complete games. We still have 1 or 2 minute stretches where we turn it over, and they went on a 9-0 run there, I think, with those 3 threes, cut it from 17 to 8. Then we got it back up to 17, and they got it down to 11, I think, or 10 or 11. But we got to have that killer instinct where we can just keep mash the pedal to the metal and keep it going. But overall, good win. That was our 4th game in 8 days. And we played with tremendous energy, flew around the court, and it's always a good thing.
How'd you get comfortable early, offensively?
They started a different lineup, so we kind of felt like, they were going to change up some things. I thought they were going to play the zone, the real zone, the 3-2 zone, not their matchup more. But, we've had a pretty good scheme against it both times. We've got a pretty good idea what we're doing. Our guys know where to go. Our guys know where the soft spots are and how to attack, and we did a good job of getting the ball there. I wish we'd have – one thing we haven't been able to do in both games, we did a little bit in the second half tonight, is we haven't been able to really establish anything in the post. I've been a little bit disappointed with that, but, we've been able to drive it and compensate for that.
Coach was talking about the inbounds plays. I know you talked about it in the first game.
Yeah, the second half we didn't give up anything. It's just want to. We were calling out what they were doing. You can tell by the way they aligned basically what they're going to do, and we didn't do a great job of. We weren't as alert in the first half as we needed to be. But they're the most efficient team in the country, baseline out of bounds. That's something they obviously do a great job at, spend a lot of time at. But I thought second half we did a better job on them. Wish we'd done as good a job in the first half. I was really worried at halftime. We gave up the 3 at the end of Klein because we couldn't get matched up. We gave up the 2 points when Hamdi, who's never taken the ball out of bounds all year, takes the ball out of bounds and gives it up. That's 5 points. And we gave up 6 points on baseline out of bounds. That's 11 points that we gave up. And we had a 4-point lead. That's a 15-point lead. And now, you're not going to play perfect. But, so I was concerned about that.
You were able to come out, and especially in the second half stretch where you go from 8 all the way up to 19 and recover from that run, like you mentioned. What does that tell you about your team moving forward?
Well, we've done that all year. I'd like to go from 19 to 30 and then let them bring it back down to 25 or something. But, that's not the way it goes every night. We got to be able to mash the gas a little bit harder. I thought our offensive possessions were sloppy when we got that big lead. We led to 4 of their points were runouts on that. Doug fouled him on the one, and then I think 4 got fouled, and Jones laid it in on the other. And then their transition, but threes that Wood hit, and I thought those were based off of our poor offense too. So.
Do you feel like that should have been a 30-point game though?
I didn't say that. It's not what I said. Don't put words in my mouth. That's not what I said.
You said
No, I'd like to go from. Let me be very clear. I'd like to stretch 17 to higher instead of 17 to lower.
Sure.
I'd like to stick with what we're doing and go higher, and then if they make their run, we've got more margin.
Well, what I mean is, did you think that you had the potential to really jump on them like that?
No, it's a rivalry game. I knew they were going to play really well. And I think they played better probably than they've been playing. I knew it was going to – I thought it was going to be a 3 – I told our guys all week it's going to be 3 possessions or less. No, we were prepared for a battle.
Well, were you hoping that Melvin would get that
Yes.
record 3 so
Yes.
get it out of the way?
Yes, I was.
Why?
It's a home game and rivalry game. It's meant a lot to him. He gave an impassioned speech before the game to our team about, you know, how bad he wanted to win the game. And, you know, I was hoping he would get that. I was hoping he'd get it at home. I thought it'd be cool to get it at home. Now I hope he doesn't get it at home. I don't want to wait another week and come back here just to get the record. Hopefully we can break that thing at Mason on Wednesday.
Coach, I was going to ask you to talk about numbers that have been devalued over maybe a decade and a half, maybe 2 decades in this sport. There was a time when 20 really meant a lot more than it does now.
Yeah. Well, now the games have gone up. You know, you can play more games now. 20 wins is what you're talking
Here's
about.
the other thing. This is your first year coaching this program. This program had a tradition of 20-plus wins over, 7, 8, some odd years. Your first year here, you get there, and you get there relatively quickly, at least from the standpoint of doing it in 27 games. Does that mean anything to you?
No, we got to win the next one. I don't think our fans will be real happy if we just win 20 games this year. All right? Matt will have Matt's message board will break down. The server will break down. So I don't think people will be real happy. But it is good to win 20. I don't think many people were 5. I mean, this level. Every level is different. Like we won 22 at Chattanooga last year, and we won 20 against Division I teams. We beat 2 non-ones. That was the first time they'd won 20 games since like the mid-'90s. It's a lot harder to do there because you've got 4 or 5 losses before you even throw the ball up. You're just going to lose because you're getting bought and getting killed. You know, here 20 is, you know, is obviously an expectation here, but it's not easy to do with the tough non-conference schedule we played. So, but we need to get 21 on Wednesday or whatever Wednesday.
Well, do you think there is any magic number? You've got 4 left. Is 24 enough to get into the tournament? Or
We need to win as many as we can win, Paul.
you said that the other night. Do you talk to the players about if? You also mentioned Siberia. The other
It doesn't matter. Here's the thing. I mean, if we get to 24, we got 4 games left.
Yes.
All right. So if we get to 24, that means we'll have won the league regular season. Is that correct? So there's not one team that's won the regular season since 05-06 has been. I mean, the last 10 years, every team that's won the regular season has been in the NCAA tournament. So that would, I mean, if we got to 24, yeah, that would be. I mean, that would be the surest way to do it. We're not going to come in 6th, John. Not going to come in 6th. But if we get to 24, we would be in. I've said all along, I think 14 or 15 league wins is what we need, but I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk it.
You mentioned Jordan on how well he played tonight after, really getting to the gym and everything like that. Also, what about Justin and how he played tonight?
He was great. He just hid behind the defense. And they were able to help up, and our guys dumped it down to him, and he finished. He had one really good finish. It was like a 2-point game. He came through and made a good play. So he was active down there on the baseline, which is what you want.
You guys were dominant on the glass tonight.
Great, yeah. We out-rebounded by 20. That was awesome. We needed to exert our will there. We had 15 offensive rebounds, I believe. They had 16 defensive rebounds. So anytime you can do that, you're doing really good work. Big play by Tillman. He gets the offensive rebound in the first half and kicks it out instead of shoots a contested shot. He kicks it back to Jaquan, which was a big play. So, yeah, we did a nice job on the offensive glass.
Is that just the opponent, the difference between getting out-rebounded by Rhode Island and going out-rebounded you are?
Well, I mean, there's a little bit of difference in physicality level and how big the bodies are and that sort of thing. And we played, we didn't play as small against these guys. I mean, we played small ball some, but we could play true traditional post a little bit more. We had to because we couldn't guard Klein with the small guys. I mean, they just toasted us with the small guys down there. So we needed to do that.
Coach, even when you had that 12-game win streak going, a lot of things were going good. But these past 2 games specifically, have you noticed maybe a little bit more tenacity among your team?
Yeah, we've been better. We've played. We're playing better. Which is what we needed to do. So, but we got 3 of our last 4 on the road, and we need to go on the road and continue to win, continue to play well. We got to get our road mojo back. 5-0, I think, on the road in league, and then we didn't play well at UMass. So we got to be able to turn the page and go to Mason. And I mean, that's what you say. If there's a magic number of wins, like we obviously don't want to lose at George Mason. Part of it's like who you beat, where you know what I'm saying. So we don't want to, you don't want to risk it with that sort of thing. It's. I think all that stuff's premature too. I mean, everybody updates the bubble and all that stuff every day, and I mean, I'm not smart enough to keep up with all that. So, we just need to win. I know this: when we win, our RPI goes up. When we win, everything's better. And so
You went to Clemson, you're not still on it?
that's right. I'm not going to throw that back out there today. I got a call from the Alumni Association. I'm just kidding. But I mean, we just got to pile up wins. But the surest ways to win the regular season title. I mean, that's a given. That's a given. Anything else, you're leaving it up in the air a little bit. But certainly, I think, what are we now in the league? 12-2. So it's a good start. I think if we could get to 14 or 15, we would be in good shape.
Coach,
Do one more.
Coach, can you just talk about Jaquan Lewis's performance, having a double-double tonight?
Yeah, he informed me of that in the hallway there. I thought that was good. I thought he turned it around in the second half, which was good. I was a little worried. He was a little sloppy with the ball in the first half. He got careless with the ball, but he was tighter with the ball in the second half, which was really good. So, he's been, as he's played well, we've certainly played better and played well, and so it was a good game by him. Double-double by him, double-double by Mo. We had 5 guys in double figures, so we'll take it.
Coach, how big of a win is this for you as a coach to sweep your rival in the first season?
Well, I mean, we may play him again. We could see him again in the conference tournament. So you never. I mean, we'd have to play well again against him. But I know it means a lot to our fans. It means a lot to our school, and certainly that's something that that you want to do. And I know our folks like playing George Mason as well. So we need to go up there and play well. Play well there also. But I mean, certainly, you could feel the energy in here. I mean, we hadn't had this many media here in a long time. I mean, so it's a huh? Yeah, but not like this. We didn't get Hank. You don't have the whole crew. Don't have the whole crew. But not calling you out, Hank. I don't keep attendance or anything. I do think there's a heightened sense with this game. I mean, obviously, I got more text messages today than I usually get. I got, before the game. There's a heightened sense. It's a gold out. It's a big. I mean, so it's you want to win those type games. It means a lot to our people, and what means a lot to our people means a lot to me. And so, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Beats the heck out of losing them.
Okay, thank you.
Looking at the eligibility